tutorial, I'm going to be explaining how to add an event, a recurring event in your calendar. So, we're in Sunergo dashboard. We can go to the calendar, click over here, and then say I want to add an event that repeats every Thursday. I can click the plus button on Thursday, February 17th. I can select the public or the category, so I'll select church-wide. This will be church-wide event. And if I want it to go live onto our website, I select public. If I want it to just be for internal bookings and for anyone who logs in, then you can select public to office. So I'll put it directly on the website, and then this will be the info section of the church-wide event. Now, if you have a link to a website, you can also insert the link here by clicking that link button and typing in the URL. So if it's, for example, Pitch and Praise, you can do www.pitchandpraise.com, and that will give you the link to Pitch and Praise. So then when it says text to display, if I leave it at that, it will say Pitch and Praise. If I want to change it, I can put Pitch and Praise website, and then I can select OK. And then it asks me, it recognizes it that it's a website, but it looks like it's not on ours because it's an external link. So do you want to add the required http://prefix? Click OK. And then what happens is, you see here, you've got it blue and underlined, and it creates a link to the Pitch and Praise website. The other thing to do then is you can select different times and that sort of thing. So you could do an all-day event, overnight event. So Pitch and Praise would be an example of an overnight event because it starts on a Friday and goes for a few days. So if I select that, then you can have your event start time is that date, and it would allow you to end it the following morning at 8 a.m., I believe. But if it wasn't for Pitch and Praise and it was just an event that repeats every week, right here there's a section that says Event Recurrence, and you can select once only, so that's a one-time event. You can do daily, which would be, say for example, Vacation Bible Camp. That would be repeating daily because it would be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And you can put the same information on every day. You could do weekly, which is what an event that repeats every week, every Thursday would select. Monthly Simple would be if it's the first of every month, that's Monthly Simple. And Monthly Complex is you select that it's the first or second or third or fourth or the last. So Mountaintop Prayer would be an example of a monthly complex repeating because it's the last Sunday of every 1 month. And so you can see that there's a lot of different options. So that's monthly complex. Date beginning, so if it starts February 2nd and it's going to go on for 2 years, you can have it end on February 2nd, 2019. And then in our calendar, it will update it from February 2nd, 2017 to February 2nd, 2019 on the last Sunday of every 1 month. So just bear that in mind when you're creating events that do repeat, especially ones that have the same information, like the life groups, electives and things like that. You can do that. It would be a weekly recurrence every Wednesday, starting from this date to this date, and then you don't actually have to create a separate event for every one because it will automatically do that. Okay, and so then you can select these different bookings that you need and select Save. And then you'll see that what happens is I didn't put any start time earlier than my end time, and that's because I unchecked the overnight event. So that makes sense, so I'll change that. And then the weekly event, number of weeks must be a number between 1 to 99, so I must have left that section blank. So now you'll see that because I made an error, now I have to go back and do my weekly every 1 week on every Thursday. And if I do it for, let's do it for 3 weeks, so that takes me to, you'll see that it goes right there to the 23rd. You can also scroll through and do it, but depending on how far in advance you're working, sometimes it's easier to just input the date range that you're looking at. Alright, so that should be good now. There shouldn't be any more errors. So if I select that, it's saved, and now you'll see that there is in our calendar a church-wide event on Thursday, repeating every Thursday for 3 weeks. Or I guess I changed it so it would be longer. Then what you can do is if there's specific information for a specific night, you can edit that information about that specific one. So you can save the details for that specific date only, or if you have broad changes that apply to all of the instances, you can select Save Event. The other thing that you can do is, say you are going to take a break for March break, you can go down here to remove the event dates, and you can just remove a number of dates. So I'm going to select a few, because we actually decided that we're going to end at the end of March, and we're going to take a break for March break. So if I select Remove Dates, now it's going to remove all of those dates in the calendar, so it tells me that I removed it successfully. If you find out that, oh, we're not actually canceling it on March break, well, you can simply go here and add an event date. And so I will go, and it was this one that we are adding. So now I'll just select Add. And then now we've got an event with the same information that's recurring every Thursday from now until we've told it to stop. So that was, I believe, the end of March that we told it to stop. So now we can, if we end up finding out that it starts at 2, we can just change the event start time. And if you do that, then it saves it for all of the instances that we've created. So that's something to keep in mind, that you might want to, that you need to pay attention to whether you're saving the details for one instance or all of the instances. Alright, so that is how you create an event with a recurring instance. I'm actually going to delete this event because it was just for an example purpose. So I'll select Delete, and this should delete all of the instances of the event that I just created. So now you'll see that there's nothing in the calendar on Thursdays in February. I hope this was helpful in managing events for the church. Take care.